Hi guys, TV here. I want to show you my latest product. I've been working on this for a month now and it's finished. I want to show you the JavaScript version, how to use it and how to install it and add the markers and the general overlook of the product. So this product allows to add I will call them 3D images. They are basically equi-rectangular 360 degrees panoramas images. JPEG or KTX2. This KTX2 it's a friendly GPU format if you are planning to use really high texture images like 12K or even bigger, like humongous sizes. But for normal size up to 8K you can use JPEG or PNG. So these images I'll call them just straight 3D so that I don't have to repeat all this name here. So the virtual tour allows to add these 3D images. They can be rotated horizontally or vertically, and you will see basically in this case it's a room, but it can be anything. There are also markers that can show tooltips. You can show info window on them, and links. This will open a new link. Let me show you a bigger version of it. In this case it's just showing a single item, a single scene, but if I scroll down here you'll see that this version has many scenes. If you look here, there is all these markers here are placed in a separate scene of the virtual tour. So we have now, if you look here on the right, you can see all the scenes, and when for example, if I click on the kitchen, it will go to the kitchen. If I click on the laundry room, it will go to the laundry room, and so on. In this case, we have 9 of them. It's also possible to navigate from the left table of content here in the same manner for quick access, and also it's possible to navigate via the markers. So and right now we are in the access entry and I want to go to the kitchen, so I've added here a marker to kitchen, see? And when I click the marker, it's going to the kitchen. Basically it's the same thing as here, but it's done via the markers. And again, the markers can show a tooltip. You can add in here videos, images, whatever you want, an info detail window, not just one, you can add as many as you like. I'm just saying like singularly, but you can add as many as you want. You can add 1,000,000 markers if you want to. I just want to show the variation of them. This is the link. It will open the link, and again this is for the navigation. Now you can also navigate from the floor map if you want to add one. This is optional. You see these markers, if you hover them you can see the scene we are in the kitchen, it's green, and if you want to go to this bedroom too, just click on it and it will transition there. Also this part will update as well. Okay, there is also an optional auto rotate, I'm sorry. If you want to use it, you can zoom in and zoom out. The zoom in and zoom out can be configured. You can set limits to it if you like. There is again a general info window for the entire product. I need to change these links because this video is from a different product. Come on. So if you want to show info about the product, you can do it here. There is also a help screen which informs the user how to use it. I need to center this text because it's not right, but basically you can rotate with the mouse and zoom with the mouse wheel, and also rotate with the pan. Now all of this, I forgot to show about the share. You can also share if you like. There are a lot of platforms here, and also full screen and normal screen. Now all this, it's optional. As you can see here, a lot of them are removed. Only these buttons are present, the rest are not here. So you can use it just like a simple virtual tour, just a single image. Absolutely every UX and UI, I'm sorry, all UI buttons and windows are optional. So the floor map all the buttons, and this one, the camera position is called, and this one as well. So yeah, keep in mind that everything is optional. The size of the Visual Tour can be any size. In this case, you see that it's this window, but here it's bigger. It's fully responsive. You can add it to any size and anywhere in your page. Yeah, so you can I have to stop to say basically. You can create any type of virtual tour from anything you can think of. So this is an apartment, it can be even outside the garden, it doesn't really matter. So this is just the images that I chose for the demo. Okay, so in the documentation, the JavaScript documentation, in the installation section, you'll have a step-by-step tutorial about how to include the virtual tour in your page. So what you need to do is to add this global CSS and this JavaScript file to your page, and I open here in this start file. This is a demo file to show you. See, I've added them in the header, and then you need to copy and paste the actual constructor, the settings, and the actual initializer of the function. Just copy and paste it here, and you will have this. Now for the data, what I mean by data is all these rooms that are loaded in this all these scenes, I'm sorry, that are showed with the markers and the markers. I guess it's only this. I'm sorry, I'm a bit confused about it. I'm not breathing too well. I'm still having issues after COVID, so I apologize if sometimes I don't make sense. I'll do my best though. So again, the data, which is this part, it's representing all the scenes that we have in the current virtual tour. So here we add the images and markers also of the scenes. So this is the data, and also what's important is the parent ID. This is the div in which the viewer will be added. So this div can be added anywhere in your page. In my case, I just have it here in the body. I have the div, but you can literally add it anywhere in the body or the HTML part of your page, and the viewer will appear and the code will do the rest. Okay, so let's look at the simple data, which remember it's here, which is the data of the viewer. And this is how you add a room. You need this div with a data name, which is in this case it's access entry, and you'll see here it will appear our access entry. We have only one entry here, see? And if I look here as well, access entry, and this is the image associated with it. Then this is the image path that will be displayed. This is the image path. So this is the 3D image that I told you about. Then we have the data mobile path. This is for mobile. You need to keep in mind that on mobile devices you cannot display 8K images. They are just too big. And these are just a version of for the mobile image. Their images slightly reduced. Their size are reduced. You can also try KTX2 if you want to here, but in this case I just use PNG. Now if this is not defined, let's say I'll leave it blank. On mobile devices this will be used. This is required. This is optional. But in my case I have both of them. And now the camera position. So for example, we are on the access entry here. By default you will see something like this if you don't set any position of the camera. What you can do, you can rotate and position the scene however you like, the camera however you like, copy its position and set it for the user to see this exact position when they first see the scene. So to do this, we need to go here in the settings and enable show marker tool to yes. And now when I refresh and when I right click anywhere, you see this camera position, camera position copy to clipboard, see? So we have the camera position. So let's say I want to start looking at the refrigerator here and right click, I get the position is copied to the clipboard. All you have to do here now is to go to the data camera position and paste its position. And now when I refresh the page, I'm in the exact same position there. You can also scroll if you want to, it doesn't really matter. You can set the exact camera position here. Okay, and the next one is from the floor map, which is this part here. See, we are in the access entry here. If you are using a floor map, this is also optional. You need to go here to the floor map window and set the floor map image path, which this image is the floor map image that appears here. In your project might be different. You can set the window size differently. It's very extremely customizable. You can see all these options here. You can just test it. So for the floor map position, right now we have it, the marker, you see it's here. To get the marker position, just hover the floor map, do not expand it. So this must be done in the normal mode, not expand mode. It will not work if you do it in expand mode. And click where you want to add the marker. So let's say I'll add it here, a little bit further, and check on the left side. See, marker navigation marker position copy to clipboard, and just go here and paste it. Save, and after I refresh, you'll see that it appears. See, it's here. Also, this navigation, this floor map window, it will actually show the direction of the camera view. I don't know how to call this. The view direction, basically, how the user looks at the eye direction. So see, right now I'm looking up front, and if I rotate here, it's looking to the wall. Now we're looking at the door, and now the kitchen. See. Yeah. Okay, so let's add another scene. Let's copy this. I will undo this. We'll keep the floor map marker where it was. And let's see which one to add next. Actually, let's add the not the laundry room, the dining room. This is from a different data that I use. I just copy because it's easier. So dining room here, I will help me. I just replace this with dining room images. And now let's see. So now we have two scenes. See, dining room, and here again dining room. Now if you want to start in the dining room, for example, when the viewers first starts the page, first time sees the page, just set it here at the start at item. I need to replace it to start at scene, but I think it's okay. So let's set it to dining room and refresh. And we are at the dining room, and again, like the last time, let's set the position of it. Let's set it like this, looking outside, and right click. Remember, we get the position. Let's add it here. And now let's set the marker. So we are in I think the dining room is here. Let's set the marker somewhere, I don't know, close to the table. See, this is the table here, and this is the table seen from above. Let's set it here, and again, what I did, it's left click on Just see, look at the message here, you'll see what it means. In this case, navigation marker, copy to the clipboard. Okay, let's save it. And now you see we are in the dining room looking at the window. No, okay. Now to navigate back and forth, again we can use this camera access widget or this part. And I'll show you how to use the markers also to navigate between these two scenes. So let's see how to add a marker. Now in the documentation, add your own tour. This is explained basically what I've showed you here so far. Working with markers. So to add a marker, it's explained here how to do it basically. This is the I've said it again basically there. This is the markup, HTML markup for the marker. So let's copy it. And to add this, we need to add it here. So in the dining room HTML, in the dining room div, just paste the stuff that I brought from there, and I will explain it in a minute. So this is the marker. What are all these settings? This is the data marker. This is what the let me see. Yeah, I'm sorry. This one is just to it's required here just to know for the script to know that this is actually a marker. So ignore this. We'll just need it here as it is. Also, an important aspect of this: do not remove any of these tags. Just if you don't want to use, for example, the mobile image path, just leave it empty. Do not delete it like this because it will cause issues with the script. This applies to everything here. So we have this go to item name, which is the if you want to go to a new scene when clicking the marker, this is how it's done. And here you need to add the name of the scene, and this in this case is access entry. If you don't want to go to any scene when the marker is clicked, just leave it empty like this. This is the data class. You can add the class to the actual marker. It's helpful to customize the style of the marker if you want to, but I don't think this is necessary. And this is the position of the marker on the scene. And let's go here. So we are in the dining room, I think. No, sorry, in the access entry. So yes, we are in the dining room. Let's go to the access entry. So let's rotate this here because here we have the access entry, and let's add the marker here. So right now, if I left click, you'll see marker position copied to the clipboard. Okay, and paste it here. Let's minimize this a bit. So here we have the X position, the Y and the Z and the Z for the camera, and this part any N, X, and Y, and Z and Z. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's for the normals of the faces of the actual spherical shape in 3D. This is what it means. Okay. So now we have the position of the marker. We have the data icon type. Here we have a lot of types. You can get it from the documentation. I'll show you. Data position, data icon type. You can see here up, down, left, right, plus pointer, link pointer. Each of these text will change the icon. They are self-explanatory what they mean. So I'll keep it to up. This is showing an animation icon. I'll show you this as well. We keep it to yes. And these are the color themes. The border color and selected color for the border, the background color and background selected color, icon color and icon selected color. Again, this is self-explanatory. I also show you what this does. Then we have the scale. You can go up to whatever. These are SVG files, so it will look okay whatever scale you add. this it's offset data offset tooltip offset X. It's switching. It's it's I don't know how to explain this. The actual tooltip window is pushed left or right. This can be positive or negative. I will show you to show how it works. This data link, it's if you want to open a new page when the marker is clicked, you need to set here a link, a page link, and the data target blank or self. I will also show you this. Now, when the tooltip is hovered, we can add HTML content to the actual marker tooltip. So in this case, we have an image that is showing a kitchen and a text. So let's see what we have done. So I'll rotate here, and we have the marker here. And when I hover it, we have the image and the text. Now, for if these are navigational markers to go to a different scene, you cannot hover and go on the with the mouse on the tool. It will disappear as soon as I go outside with the mouse outside the marker. And now let's click on it. And when I click on it, we'll go to the kitchen. Remember, this is how we set it up. Let's add a new marker. I'll just copy this one. Let's add I don't know, a tooltip marker, a simple tooltip marker. So we'll remove from here the access entry. So now we have a simple marker, and let's set a different position, of course, because now if I leave it like this, they will overlap. We'll have two markers in the same place. So let's set it, I don't know, here on the, I don't know what it's called, I'm sorry. My English is not that great, and I haven't spoke to the microphone in a very long time. So now I have this position. Now here in this tooltip, let's add the video. Let's see from the help to find something with the video. Data class. Okay, this is not it. So I'll take this from the info window, which is the same as the markers. Copy this part, YouTube. If you want to add YouTube videos, you need to use it like this. I will explain it in a moment. Let's get back here, and instead of the image, let's add this part. So now we have a class with the name YouTube, and inside it an iframe, and here is the YouTube embed and YouTube video ID. You can get this ID from like this. You can go to any video and just copy this part after v it's equal. Just copy this. I'll just add it here to show you. And in this case, the icon I wanted to be play. Where is it? Play pointer, yeah, to have a pointer as well, and also set a big scale to it, like 3. And let's change the colors a bit. We'll not use an animation on it because we don't need it here. Border color, let's make something weird. This will look really bad, but I want the idea is to show you how this works. Border color, and selected color, let's set it to, I don't know, red. Data background color, let's set it to green. This to green, and red. I have no idea how this will look. So save it, and let's see. And now we have this horrible marker. I think we need to set the border a different color, like red. Let's see. And here. Now, of course, in a final product, this will have good colors, but I just want to show you how this works. See, we have now these markers. So when I hover it, we have this YouTube video and the I don't know, how to call that. Now maybe you want this window to be bigger. Let's set its width to 400 pixels. See, we have a big window now. Now the YouTube height is changed in the CSS file of the product. Let's see. Let's go here in the content and global CSS. All this stuff is explained in the documentation, but I cannot go through all of it. I just want to show you what's important here. If you want more info, you can just read the documentation. So we have here the YouTube iframe, but it's also set only for the info. You know, just copy this. I'm not sure if this will work, to be honest, but I'll try. And let's set the padding top. I think this is the one to 96. It's important to clear the browser cache. I have it set up so that if I refresh it with the console on, it will change the cache. No, this is not it. Let me see. So the CSS is working, but not what I want. Okay, so I had to pause a bit to see what is done here. So I had to add the class to the tooltip window as well, because it was only added on the info window. So now I have it on this part here, and if I hover it, you'll see the YouTube video. Has a bigger size. Now, don't worry about the marker position, because it will always find a good place to display. So however you hover it, let's say don't put it here, it will show it here. If I go like this, let's see, I don't know how to rotate to show it, but I get that idea. It will always be positioned correctly. See? And if you noticed, in this case, I can hover the window, the tooltip window, and everything, it's okay. It doesn't disappear like here. See? Okay, so this is how you add the Windows info tooltip windows. You can also remember that this is also, again, of course, these windows are also responsive. Here are the CSS classes for it. You can add whatever you want in there, videos, images, any HTML that you can think of. Now you can also set the size. I showed you here. Let's make it actually bigger here. These are pixels. Data max width it's a max width of 600 pixels. So now if I go here, you see the window, it's really big. You can have a, yeah. And let's add another marker. I will not change the colors anymore, because you get the idea, to show you the rest of the settings here. And let's add a link. Okay, let's get a different position. I'll just put it here. That icon type, let's set it to link, because this is a link. And then add the pointer to it. So when it's with the pointer, it also adds this pointer on the circle. This is what it means. Without it, it will just show the circle like it's here. So this is what's pointer, and without the pointer. Okay, and to open, let's set the data scale to be bigger, to 3, and the data link, I will open my website. Make sure that you add the HTTPS or HTTP in front of it. And also in this case it's blank. I wanted to open a new window. I will remove this. I just want to have text. I link, click me, and I'll leave the width for now as it is. So we need to disable the animation as well. See if it's on. We will see this here. Of course, you will need to find the right position for them, because in this case it looks really weird, but it kind of works. So see now, again with the link, you cannot hover the icon, because the tooltip window, because there is no need for it. And when I click, it will go to my website or any other page that you want to use. Oh, and also change, sorry, we need to remove this as well, because it changed, it also went to the different scene here. Yeah. Link click me. And this is, there was another thing that I wanted to show you. This let's make it smaller, the size, the width. Where are you? So let's make it, for example, 200 pixels, because right now you see the text, it's smaller than though it looks weird. Better, but still too big. Some of the things you will need to do it trial and error, because it's impossible to tell the exact numbers here. So it's, I think, was 100. Again, these are pixels. This is close. Yeah. Now when I click, it will go to my website, and it will not open any other sections here. Let me show you now I think I covered here the info window one. So let's paste this again. Let's find a different position. Let's set some, I don't know, somewhere here or here. I will call this, I think, info pointer. Without pointer, let's keep it with info. I will not change the color. I will remove this part here. I don't want to open anything and click. And you can also have a tooltip window for the info window. So let me show you. I am on info window. Click me. We need to set now the size a bit bigger, because it's this, I think, 220 pixels. And to add the info window, let's go to the documentation and go to the where are you? Set up the info window. So from here, actually no, I'm sorry, this is the main info window. I'll show you this as well. Let's go to the markers. Marker tooltip window, yeah, this is the one. So just copy this part. Data tooltip, data max suite. Something is wrong here, let's see. Yeah, so I need to fix here so actually this is good, this is the tooltip window, it's okay. So this is the one, so the info window. Again, I apologize, I'm not breathing too well after COVID. I'm still struggling. Since I think last time when I had I breathed correctly was 5 years ago. Since then, my breathing is a disaster, and I cannot recover. I tried everything, simply doesn't work. Okay, so I apologize for changing the subject, but I felt like speaking about it. So again, let's add the info window. Let's copy here the text here and go to our marker and just paste it under it. In the case of tooltip windows and data and info windows, you can remove these both if you don't want to use them. But for now, let's edit. Let's leave it like it was, and let's. I don't remember if I think I've set the position, but I'll set it again just to make sure. And now when I refresh this, let's make this smaller. It's too big. And now we have the tooltip, and when I click on it, we'll also have the content, and this can pretty much contain anything, like you can see here in the demo. let me show you. If I go here and open this info window, it contains a YouTube video and also text and links, and here it's even more detailed for the main info, and the same, basically same thing. See, it's HTML content with CSS styling, so you can add in anything you want in these windows. If you don't want the tooltip to appear, just to be a simple marker, just replace the tooltip markup, HTML markup, and now only the buttons changes. See, this is showing, this is not. So, and it's open the info window. Okay, so I think I covered everything I wanted to cover here. I will not show you how to add more because it's self-explanatory. You can add this type of navigation markers to your scenes, like I've done here. For example, let's go to the dining room, the social, no, the bedroom one. So if you look here, I've added 3 navigation markers. The right one is going to the kitchen, this one is going to the other bedroom, and this one is going to the master bedroom. So you can add this navigation markers anywhere and as many as you want. So I just wanted to show you how to use this. Now I wanted to about this other info window. See, it appears here differently with all this stuff. To configure this, you need to go in the constructor here and search for the, where is it? Yeah, the info window. And again, in the info window data, you need to add a string that is representing an the ID of the div that contains this data, exactly like we have it here in the data, only in this case is for images, for the info windows, I'm sorry. So if you look here, this info window data, and you only need, this part is required. So this part is required, and inside it you can add any HTML content, exactly like here. Let's try actually to paste it here, see how it looks. So I've added all this, let's format it a bit because it looks weird. So I've added the info window, the main info window, into the tooltip window here. So let's see how this looks. Okay, and let's click on it. See, it's showing now all that stuff. Yeah. So it's really simple to work with this. Now you need to be careful when working on all these tags. Do not every time you change things with like positions or colors, or always test. Do not add a few scenes and then test, because you might end up with unclosed tags and it will break everything. I think so. You see VS Code, it doesn't show me that there's a problem here, that the div is not closed, this one. And if you test now, probably everything will break. Let's see. Actually it does work, but it's not recommended. Let's try something else. Let's remove this one because it's a more important one. Still works, but you get the point. Sometimes it will break everything here. Like for example, let's see, this one will definitely break it. See, now nothing works. If you open the console, probably there will be an error there or something. Actually there is no error, but everything is messed up here. So yeah, be very careful about this part, because you might end up working a few hours on this and you might end up remaking everything. Of course you can use AI to fix it, but it's not the point here. Yeah, so I don't know I think this is everything I wanted to cover. So I've showed you the marker is the important part. I've showed you the floor map. Okay, let me show you the buttons. So to remove buttons, right now we have a lot of them. So let's only leave the full screen and share. Just delete all these ones and make sure you keep the also for the tooltips. And now when I refresh, you will see only 2 buttons. If you want, you can remove all of them. Let's see, to be honest, I didn't test it without any button. So we have no buttons now. This is how you control the buttons. And also if you want to change the share, just these are all the supported platforms. For example, I want just 3 of these. Oh yeah, you can also change the order. If you want, you can place this table of content at the end and full screen at the beginning, but I will not show you this because it's self-explanatory. Just make sure to mirror these buttons to the tooltip, so you don't end up with the table of content button and the full screen tooltip. So let's see. Yeah, the share. See, we'll have only 3 items here. All other stuff in this, all other settings. There are a lot of settings here. You can just go through them and make sure if you don't understand what this does. For example, let's see the camera position. Where is it? So show camera position select menu, which is this part here. See, you can disable this as well. Just set it to no. Now it's gone. So everything is removable, customizable, editable. It's a really powerful script that I created. It wasn't easy, to be honest, because there are a lot of challenges, especially with the markers. I had to find a way to make it as simple as possible to use them, because we have markers, flow maps, and also camera. So it was difficult for me to find a way to create this, because yes, I am a software engineer, I am not a coder. So yeah, I create stuff, I'm not just writing code. Yeah. So if you don't understand any of these entries here, just go to the documentation. Where is it? And let's just go here in the section on the left side in the, I think, settings. Search for the one that you want to find out more about and click on it, and you'll find a detailed explanation for it. See, for all of it. There is also an API here that I didn't explain it, but you can look into this if you want to use it. I'll not go into this. So I think I covered everything. I hope I haven't forgot anything. Let's see. Let's look again here. Yeah, cover the markers. Yeah. You can also check the demos. There are a few demos here to show a few other possibilities for it. For example, the lightbox. Yeah, I forgot about this part. You can also open it in a lightbox, but I'll not show you how to do it, because in the final files you'll get a lightbox HTML file, which is all you need to do is copy and paste things here. What it must be done, you need to set the display type to lightbox instead of responsive, and to open the lightbox you can just open it from a button like you see here, or when the page initializes. This is explained in the documentation as well. Let's see. Yeah, and the demos are like auto rotate by default. You can start with auto rotation by default. You can just check them out. And again, the lightbox. Let's see. Open in lightbox. See, I already explained it. Set display type to lightbox, and I'm making a reference to this file here. You know what? Let's set it to lightbox. Let's get back to this file of ours, and let's set the display type to lightbox. Where is it? display type. Now when I test it like this, remember this is lightbox now, it will just open it automatically because we call it here, see? So if the document is ready state is complete or the document is loaded, we call this function, which now is the lightbox display type. So I'll just comment this for now, and nothing happens because we need to call this via a button or a link or whatever. So let's add here a button. Remember, this can be anything. It doesn't have to be a button, but actually, you know, I'll just add a div to show you that it's possible everywhere. So click me to open lightbox, and here on click, and we need to call this window this function. I think this is enough. Let's see if I made any mistakes. See? So we have this text, this div, and when click it will open the lightbox. If I click anywhere else here, nothing happens. If I click here, it will open the lightbox version. So this is how simple this is. Now for the lightbox version, it's possible to set the max width and max height. Right now it's in pixels, but in the lightbox mode it can be set in percentages. So let's say I want this width to 40% and the height to 60%. This is also explained in documentation. You can find an entry for it, but let me show you. And also let's enable this initial load, because it's, you can also have it from the button and initial as well. So see, now we have the lightbox in percentage size. So you can see it also will adapt based on the browser size. So let's set it to 100 to have it full size. Of course, 100%. 100%, and now it's full size, see? And also the full screen will work just as expected. Everything will work as expected here. Close the lightbox and open it again from the button if you want. So you can open it via a button or automatically when the page loads. So I think this is everything that I wanted to show you. For again, I'm repeating myself, for the rest of the settings here, please consult the documentation. It should be clear. It's not difficult to follow these settings. I'm sorry, these settings names. It should be clear. If you have any questions, you can contact me. You can find my contact, I think here, I'm not sure. Yeah. So you can contact me at this email, or you can go through my website in the contact section. You can either use the contact form, or you can just contact me at my direct email here, tb@fwdapps.net. Yeah. You can play with the octopuses as well if you want to, just to see them. Okay, so I think this is everything I wanted to show you in this video. It's a long video, but yeah, it's important to understand how it works. And also you can add more instances in the same page if you want to, but it's not recommended. If you decide to add more instances in the page, try to do it as I've done it here. So you can see I have an instance here and also an instance here, but they are not showed at the same time. The script is optimized when the instance is outside the viewport size. So let's see, for example, here everything it will be put on hold. So all the code that it's running on the GPU and CPU, will stop. This is why it's so performant. If I go here, the performance is perfect. But if you have two instances close to each other and they are both visible in the scene, you might have performance issues. So consider this if you need multiple instances in the same page. Okay guys, I apologize for my English and probably you can hear that I'm not breathing too well. I am still trying to recover and I have no idea what to do anymore. If the way I speak or my breathing bothered you, please accept my apologizes. I'll do my best next time to be better. So hopefully you will like this product. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.